Say my name. Hell sure, yeah. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? In a world full of man, better get your wooden stake like. Who do you ask? 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 Got humans living for the moment. Yeah, my space on finna vague right. West side, no I ain't little Uzi. Loving you just with me, girl. I'm finna grab that coochie, girl. Fuck your bitch. And her fucking spine, she gon' cry back cause she know just fuck that nigga mighty fine, yeah. On a plane, yeah, I'm in the sky. Just for a nigga, goddamn it, I can die, yeah. What's those stars in the sky? What if I told you them shits they satellite, yeah. Okay, girl, you on my mind. Yeah, you know I'm thinking about you when I cross the ties, yeah. I can walk on water, can walk on light. Smoking on that top, we so turned up, can see our flight, yeah. Rated R, it's a vibe. Looks like Christian Rock, my blue face is stacked to the sky, yeah. Don't lie, girl, you know you want it. Just press in the spiritual realm, you know flying starship, yeah. Futuristic is my fucking flow. Never need a boat unless I'm floating with a post, yeah. Oh my, who's that your girl, my baby? Ain't it crazy somehow that this bitch just saw her knees, yeah. Had her feet in the air, she treat me like a care bear, cause I looked up on her hair, damn, what her palate say, damn, I'm on a flight today, damn, I'm on a flight today, damn, flying through the sky always, damn, she got some bait on the waist. What do you know? 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 In a world full of man, better get your wooden stake like. Who do you ask? 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 Got humans living for the moment. Yeah, space on the vague right. Yeah, not y'all. Yeah. And then I see it, then I believe it. I don't know what they gotta say. I know demon, and she's got a feeling. She's believe it, see it, really, I did it. Just spark star pilot, yeah, and you know I'm with it, yeah. On a plane, and I never came down. But if you see me on a plane, you know I'm James Brown. Fuck around, look at James Brown. Look at me. Look at what. Yeah, I like. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, you might be a quick live stream this motherfucker. Yeah, we good. But yeah, nigga, if we ain't talking about astrology, the real astrology that we don't know about, now we flunked. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be so flunked. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say that, when I say we wouldn't be so flunked, understand that, like, for example, let me check the trends. If we knew, if we knew that Moon, I mean, Aries, not Aries, Mars is currently in Taurus, conjuncting Uranus and Taurus. That so Mars in Taurus conjuncting Uranus. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be our Mars is gonna be what we're passionate about, and Uranus is gonna be what can be the energy towards what we can put towards our individualistic area in our life, and that's in Taurus. So it's gonna be dry and practical. So if you know now you know that what we're gonna be in a space of. We're gonna be in a space of where we're gonna be relating our individual passions in our own unique ways in a Taurus like way. So whatever we're doing, it's got to be something where we gotta figure out how to try to make money in a passionate way, or try to be unique in a passionate way, and try to relate that and see where that shit gets us towards the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because
Like that's just an example, but that's just if you knew about shit like simple shit like that, the world would be a better place. So it's crazy because like I don't see humans at a space on where they want to learn things like this. They're always in a space of where they want to. They wherever they watch, they don't understand that these things is tied to the astrology elemental aspects towards these planets. So once you know that, you'll kind of be in a space of where you're more unique and more towards the individualistic way, towards you can see what people think of a certain area in the life that can contain that actual way of living, contain the actual way of expanding, contain the actual way of not projecting your feelings the right way instead of it putting it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We want to know how to project our feelings the right way, because when you know how to project your feelings the right way, then that's the space of where no matter what you're doing, you're at least going with the elemental flows about the astrology, knowing how to actually be a unique individual. You know what I'm saying? So to be a unique individual, it seems that a lot nowadays people for someone to be unique, they gotta be doing what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the truth. The truth is that we can be unique in our own individualistic ways. You know what I'm saying? No matter what we're doing, because no matter what we're doing, we're in a space of where we're trying to fulfill the duties on where what we're doing is trying to proclaim what was rightfully meant for us. And that rightfully meant for us energy is going, it can be towards anything in our life, but as long as it got the starting point of where we can start from somewhere, start from scratch. It don't even matter if it's starting for nothing. Matter of fact, when you start from nothing, that's actually closer to all possibilities, because nothing is more close to all possibilities. So when all possibilities says you're doing something done something like nothing, and you treat it like nothing, you're in a space of where no matter what, you're more in a space of that individualistic flow of passion energy. You're more relatable within the aspect of where you you don't, the conjunctions don't affect you like what the previous planet conjunction I broke down. Those things don't really affect you. You know how to use these things like tools, and these things that are being used are being used as tools. You know how to like modify these elemental aspects and know how to use them, the requirements for your aspect, for your abilities, and for your hindering moments, or for your uh more uh outcasted moments in your life, because these things all are something that we can strive to be as in a helpful manner within the perimeter of what's trying to relate towards. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're trying to relate towards, you don't have to be in a space where that relating energy is not going towards something that you feel like it shouldn't be going to. Because like I said, if you know how to relate to an object, if you know how to relate to a thing, if you know how to relate to, don't doesn't always gotta be a person. If as long as you know how to relate to certain like you can relate to a flower. As long as you know how to relate to that flower and plant that water every day and treat it like a human, you don't gotta treat it like a human, just treat it like whatever you have in your mind. It could be money, it can be passion, it can be sex, it can be obligations, it can be shelter, it can be whatever. Along whatever you got to use in your mind for whatever it got for you to plant that individualistic seed within your area, whatever you got that can make sense to, just do it like that, because then these things build on its own, and these things become some blossom flower within its own aspect. So you're doing something where you're now playing the ball game within the aspect of where now you're going with the astrological flows in the sky. It's even better if you know the transits in the sky. Like we got Moon and Aries, if I'm correct, yeah, Moon and Aries. So like I said, we're all gonna be thinking, we all gonna be feeling like we want to be more realistic towards the what drives us. You know what I'm saying? Realistic towards what pushes us, and what if the things that's pushing us is not helping us, then we gonna, since the sun's in Cancer, we're gonna get emotional. We're not gonna feel like it's needed. We're not gonna feel like it's making sense. So it's a square in Cancer. So the moon is square in Cancer. So we're gonna feel like it's not. Am I correct? Yeah. So 90 degrees. Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna feel like it's not like you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. Wait, hold on, am I tripping? Because my mind shit. But yeah, we're gonna feel like it's not adding up. Like whatever, if it's not making money, it ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be in a space so where we gotta know where these things is happening, where these things is coming from. So now when we know where these things is coming from, we'll be in the aspect of where these things is now helping us. Like we're taking foundation in what can actually help us instead of hindering us. We're taking responsibility for what can actually get us to better ways of thinking and feeling. We're taking responsibility that can actually get us to be more the pilot or pilotess of that space, or the pilot stewardess of that spaceship. And as long as you got the right starting point within the aspect of where it's coming from, then you'll be in the right path no matter what. So you don't gotta be, you know what I'm saying, pick what's I was saying, beggars can't be choosers. You don't gotta be a beggar. You can be the chooser, and then the beggar aspect, like I said, everything's in reverse. People start to beg you for whatever you got going on, because now you become the more responsible spirit. So now you know what you're doing in the right with the right points in your life, real shit. So you just gotta know how to actually look at it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you're doing, because no matter what you're doing, the superpower is having the keys to life. The keys to life isn't so now. So don't think of it as like some Masonic term of thinking the keys to life. If we gotta do it like this, we gotta stand 90 degrees, and we gotta stand up straight and know how to like up to now. You don't gotta do none of that shit to get the keys of life. By getting the keys of life is simply knowing, understanding life, and knowing how to be a relatable individual within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So sorry if y'all seen that. I was in an Apple earlier, so I'll put excuse me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's kind of like, for my solar plexus, because I'll be burping a lot, so I'll be trying to think of it. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what I be doing in spiritual. I'll be doing things spiritual. Don't worry about what I be doing. You got mine, but yeah, shit like that. But anyway, but yeah, back to my point. So you never know what kind of actual attribute you're showing. It could be a positive attribute if you know how to relate that towards an individualistic goal. All right. And that individualistic goal can be towards anything, but you got to know where to like anyone can have a goal, but if the point is, if you don't know, the point is to know what that goal can be help you towards. Like if you don't know how to relate properly relate that goal towards the elementals, like the element of surprise, like you knowing like how to shape up that goal, and you knowing how to where all the like it's like kind of like the idea, problem, solution, conclusion, outcome aspect. You're having foreknowledge, so you know that you have an idea, then you have the problem, then you have the solution, then you have the conclusion. So that's the foreknowledge. And if you want to take it even further, you make the fifth point, which is not really a fifth point. It's just the point of you being of the observer, escaping, coming out of that square, that four, and knowing how to properly look at it and seeing the outcome of what it can actually be. So now you're actually creating like a golem creature. That's literally, y'all know, that's really how y'all create all these like Shakespeare like shits. Like Shakespeare's not a real person, but the when you know how to properly express these things, like Shakespeare is a mind state, and that Shakespeare was, what was he? He was like, if I'm correct, he was like Arthur, or poet, a poem. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, like the individual that created Shakespeare, the individual Mason that created Shakespeare, they were in a space of where their name may have not been Shakespeare, but what they created was Shakespeare. So what's Shakespeare like? That's what they came up in their mind to be like Shakespeare. So then they created a context of what Shakespeare was supposed to mean. So when they create that context of what Shakespeare was supposed to mean, then they relay that aspect of what it would actually mean to y'all, towards you guys, towards humans. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, however y'all take that, that's how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you're not in a space of where that actual element, what's up, element of surprise becomes. It's not even a real human, but it's a characteristic. It's a mind state. It's a way of living. You know what I'm saying? Be Shakespeare like. That's why a lot of people want to be like Shakespeare. Like if you're in college, they're like, I want to be like Shakespeare, but not even knowing Shakespeare is not even a real person. But like I said, if you know about like astrology and shit like that, you knew about whatever transit or whatever circuit planet that was going through a house that at that moment, or whatever plant asteroid or whatever, if you want to go even deeper, or whatever you got, or whatever sign it was going, that you can try to tell whatever space they were in. They tied it two and do the two and two together and try to relate that towards whatever they thought it would mean to an individual. You know what I'm saying? Real so if y'all get what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it's kind of like no matter what you're doing, you want to be in a space of where you know that the whole point of trying to relate something to an individual is trying to get them to have like this that same train of thought of what you're going through. So that's why when we point, which it's like witchcraft. It's like our magic wand pointing. That's what Harry Potter was trying to teach us. Harry Potter. But when you start to point, when you're pointing at something. It's supposed to get somebody aware of something. You know what I'm saying? And if you can do that with the mind, point with the mind. You don't even got to use your hand. You can use the mind. Point with the mind. What it could be a word you say, vibration you are, the way you move. Like it could be anything. Damn. Sorry. It could be anything, you know what I'm saying? But it could be whatever you're trying to do, as in wherever, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to how you relate. Microphone had poop, 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 you know what I'm saying? Nah, but whatever, however you're trying to move, you know what I'm saying, you got a space of where now you're like, you're like being that actual character within yourself, that character within yourself being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Once you know how to be yourself, you do better because no once it's like weird because it's like a witchcraft that we can do, but it's not even so deep because it's simple. Simply being yourself gets you to manifestation, gets you to these new it's weird. Like you just got to be yourself. Like and that may seem difficult because you may not want to express everything you like you, but trust me, dude. Like you never know. Like if once you be yourself, like people, you never know how people will take it. Like, and you gotta have like a good character. Like when I say that, you gotta like good character, the mind state. You have a good mind state first, so you gotta know how to like 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 kill all the first sons and daughters when you have a certain negative mind state, and knowing how to not reflect that within your characteristic, that your hall of mirror, your esoteric hall of mirror, and not reflect that towards yourself and think, oh, I gotta hide this character. It's kind of like you like knowing the character you are is what you gotta be. So you gotta be yourself. But once you know the negative shit about yourself, we are all our spiritual power senses tingle. So we all know the aspect of where we may be going too far in the situation. Like even me, like I don't got a close throat chakra, so I just be talking a lot. You know, so I talk anywhere. I let my nuts hang anywhere. Nigga. Like you can ask about me. Like I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But like I had to learn early in my life because I'm a Gemini, so that's kind of why I don't got a close throat chakra. But I had to learn early in my life that I shouldn't be talking so much because I I could be in a place of where I'm like I'm making an individual feel less of themselves or not. Fuck that. Let me not even use that. It's like I'm making an individual like feel uncomfortable because I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of like people with Gemini, with what else? Gemini, Aquarius. It's mostly air signs. Like look Kanye West is a perfect example. Look at Kanye West. This nigga just be talking with his big ass Roblox face head. You know, this cat be talking a lot of shit, a lot of nonsense. And then you know what I'm saying? Or things like, you know what I'm saying? Look at a lot, you know, a lot of motherfuckers be talking. Look at what's Triple X, rest in peace. But this cat was a talker. This cat, you know, if you seen this nigga talking a lot, he was talking yeah, all that shit. If you were in his because you know what I'm saying, if you were in the what's that word I'm looking for damn, I forgot. But you know what I'm talking about. Like in this, if you're like a Gen X, Gen X, Gen X, Gen Z, and you know, like you're more in the space of where you know where space he was even in to be in that space. You know what I'm talking about. This cat You know, so this cat was talking this shit, yelling on tracks, not giving a fuck. I think he was an Aquarius or a Libra, if I'm correct, but he was an air sign. You know what I'm saying? Well, look at who else? There's more. There's so much more. I can't even think of them, but there's so much more. Y'all, they don't have those block those chakras, so they just be talking their shit, and they don't give a fuck how individuals feel at all. So if you know, if you just gotta be knowing like where these things is coming from, like so. Me as a spirit, I chose to be a Gemini. I came and I said, Gemini moon. Let me get that Gemini moon. I'm not gonna block my throat chakra. But see, my son being Taurus, that's where it can kind of muddy the waters because then I'm like also stubborn. Like I'm also stubborn on what I talk about. So then I don't know if like I don't care like how it's felt come dry in that area. I'm like I don't give a fuck about how an individual feels because I'm more not caring of what an individual's thinking. I'm more thinking of the practical solution. And then my Scorpio rising, and you know I don't gotta get too much deep, but you know what I'm saying. Scorpio rising, speak. You know I said a little bit with Scorpio rising. That got my Taurus. I got my Gemini in the eighth house, so I talk about even deep like deep occultist things. My Taurus in the seventh house got me talking, seeming like relatable. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot of shit. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I be I just gotta know how to control it. If you have these things and you like, let's say you have, for example, let's say you have uh Pisces in the fourth house. So the way you are is you come across like and you let's say you have your sun is in the fourth house too. So the way you are, you come across like your actions is more based on what how you're feeling. You're just type of Pisces that would talk shit about your family, but talking that dream while talking indirectly and like a lot in like the Pisces La La Land, and you would talk up and down about how that individual like you would show that you wouldn't really say take too much, but you would show them your actions because your son is your actions. You would show that to an individual and be like express how you're really feeling and take it from that dream world and try to let it make sense. You might even be that type of Pisces that talks about yeah, I had a dream about you, and it be an indirect diss, and then you add things that wasn't even in the dream, but you keep on going because you're like, nah, this individual got to feel how I'm coming from. Like I don't give a fuck why they do me like that, or why I gotta be seen like this. Like hell nah. Like, that's kind of how Pisces. That's kind of how it is for Pisces. You know, so like it's different if you're a male and female. You know what I'm saying? Males, when you're a male, you're more expression of females are more indirect with it. But you once you know how to look at it, you can spot it from the distance. You can see like, oh, I'm seeing where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's happening from you like I don't see it as a negative. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't see this what like you gotta look at that Pisces. You can't see them as negative. You just gotta give them grace because that's how Pisces are. Pisces don't know when like it's like they don't know any better, but it's like it's not that they're negative, but they just that's just how they express themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like if people know about astrology, this shit would be simple. Like people wouldn't even be the world would be a better place. That's what I'm saying. Like motherfucker, yeah, there's too much. There's too much. Like I'm not gonna say that. There's too many gay male motherfuckers on this astrology shit. Or like on the male side, you know what I'm saying? Online, there's too many motherfucking gay motherfuckers on that astrology shit. So now, like they just the way they express it. If another male came across that, and they'll be like, no, what the fuck this nigga talking about? The astrology, this shit is fake. That's why a lot of men down here don't believe in astrology, but women already subconsciously are into astrology because that's just how their natures are. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they are, they're in a space of where they're comfortable with astrology like that because they've seen it early in their life where they can tie the two and two together and make a play and think to themselves, there's no way this had to happen because of you know what I'm saying. This certain house was going on here, and my planet is right here, and I'm this rising and this that. Like this, that's the only way they can come up with their conclusions. You know, so trust me, there's no way an individual can. You know, what I'm saying. So that's just how you gotta look at these things. Like that's just how females look at it too. So as long as you know how to properly look at it, you don't like you can see it. You can always see it from both sides, and have that relatability energy. So no matter what you oh shit, my bad. So no matter what you're doing, you got something where an individual. I said my bad. I'm not even doing anything. I did something, but my shit was on low. But yeah, so no matter what you're doing, you gotta be in a space of where you know where the things, the pieces, like the piece, the puzzle pieces you're putting together. It's having something where you can start from some, like it's like words really can't. And I always get to this point when words can't describe what I'm trying to say, but it's something there. Like y'all humans, like y'all be getting to spaces on where even y'all be think about it, y'all humans, y'all be in vibrations on where y'all in a good vibe, but then you wanna express something, but you know it will kind of fuck up the vibration, but you're not even in a negative vibration, you're really in a good vibe. But and you can really, you really just want to make the vibe even better, but you can't express that because of these words, and these words have certain hindering moments to it, like that fuck it up. So then you're in a space where you don't know if what you're doing is expressive or creative or not. So you gotta realize that's just what they put us in. That's just what these like demonic humans put us in. They not to not get us to our full potential. But if you're in your full potential, you know how to express that full potential energy. That you'll be in a space of where that full potential can eventually lead you to the promised land. And that promised land is getting you far. Is getting you far to where that ocean the rainbow was the rainbow's at in the esoteric realm. So once you get to the rainbow, you don't see no leprechaun, you see the pot of gold. You know what I'm saying? You might fuck around and see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm right, you know what I'm saying, Jet Spark Star Pilot. You know what I'm saying? So you once you see once you see the angel, you see, oh shit, the angel was always helping me the whole time. Like I wasn't even in a space of where I was in a like I'm glad I was able to decipher my character and not let my character get the best of me, and I was able to just be myself. That's all we're here. Just all we're down here just to let y'all know. Just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't you don't gotta play a character. You don't gotta play an individualistic downfall. Whatever you got going on, you just be yourself. So when you be yourself, this is how you be a relatable individual. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. We go for 4 more minutes, as my fact. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, you're gonna be in a position where you meet like-minded individuals that are themselves too. And once you meet a like-minded individual that's themselves too, that's where you start to build your soul tribe and your soul group and things of that nature. And y'all can start getting the ball rolling and doing this new and unique thing where an individual don't know what y'all are. It's y'all some like walking light, like in the esoteric realm, like some walking like some walking unicorn like thing, like flight. And you're just bringing some new esoteric shit to esoteric streets, and that's just how we're supposed to be doing at all times. You know what I'm saying? That's the space you're supposed to be at all times. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you get your most knowledge, your most wisdom, your most bag. That's when you're mostly in your bag. You know what I'm saying? Where you don't downfall. You're never in a downfalling space. You're always in an uplifted space, and the uplifted space always gets you to get you to the more where you don't like you don't even like I don't know, like you don't even have to be you don't have to be nothing like anything. You just be like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And just, when you act more like nothing, you act more more. It's like people don't know what to express, what to call or express from you. They just know, oh, this individual is being themselves. So I can only this. I like this because I don't know. Because anytime I try to get to that space, family, friends, associates cut me off. But when this individual gets to that space, nothing is stopping them. Like they're just probably in that space, and they're just probably up and letting their nuts, letting their ovaries hang, and I got nothing negative to say about it. So I'm gonna be in a space where I'm just expressing that and letting my light shine within myself and being and letting this individual know how much they helped me. They might not even let you know how much you helped them. They might just be in a space of where they might just be in a space of where like they just simply from the distance, like they're just esoterically thinking you like, damn, this individual is the shit. Like, I fuck with this individual. I like where this individual is coming from. So no matter what, I you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like this individual is just helpful. You know what I'm saying? So real shit. You just gotta know where these things is coming from, real shit, and just know how to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, because that's how you become the light in the dark. Once you know how to become the light in the dark, you're more in the space of where you're getting the ballroom for yourself and others, and now you're getting your the esoteric streets on lock. You know, so when you get the esoteric streets on lock, you're getting this. You know what I'm saying? You're getting your people, places, and things on your same level you're at, and once you're at the same level you're at, no one else has to, like, we don't have to cut you down. We don't have to put no negative baggage on you. We don't have to put no negative light on you. We're in a space where we all doing the same thing. We can all come together and put our talents and take our talents to South Beach. Take our talents to South Beach. You know what I'm saying? AKA take our talents to the to the esoteric Brazil, esoteric Miami, real shit, and Jet Star Star Pilot.